Hello, you guys. Um, I hope you can hear me properly. This is not an average video. This is not another day in the life. This is my explanation for leaving. If you have seen my TikTok accounts, if you follow me on both my business TikTok account, or my upcoming business TikTok account, and my main TikTok account, you might notice that my profile picture is gone. My videos are deleted, and my bio is gone. I'm just not active on there anymore. And that all happened yesterday, and here's the reason why. So, the reason why I have left is because, well, there's no really easy way to say this. I need to take time to focus on myself. I'm getting so much hate, but that's not the reason why I'm leaving. I will never leave for the reason of hate. Haters are just sad people. So, just a lot of hate, a lot of stuff that's been going on. It's been kind of taking a toll on me. So, I do kind of need to work on myself better. I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm not quitting Instagram. I am going to be mostly focusing on YouTube and Instagram mostly now. I know how TikTok works. I know how to get viral. I've been viral. I know what to do. So that's not the reason why I'm doing this. The reason why I am doing this is simple fact because I need to take time to myself. And I'm not saying I will never go back to TikTok. Like, that's not something I'm saying. Obviously, I will eventually be back on TikTok in those same accounts. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Time will tell, right? I do just want to let you guys know that I am starting my own business, and that's another reason why I'm stepping a little bit back from the spotlight as well, so I can really focus on what I need to get done in my life before I focus on others, before I focus on other things that I need to focus on that maybe isn't my main priority in life, but should be taken a bit serious. Because I know for a lot of people, TikTok is a job. And for me, I'm trying to make it a job as well. But right now, it's just not the time for me, and it's not the right thing for me right now. It's not the right thing for me to just make a job out of right now. I need to take my time and really think about my future and what the future has in store for me. And I know that might sound a little selfish to some people, but it's true. It's the truth, the honest truth, and I feel like not a lot of people like to talk about it often, um, because they might think they're scared that other people might think that's selfish. But never in 100 years should you ever worry about taking time for yourself to heal, to be selfish. Never should you think that. And if people try to make you think that, then they're the selfish one, because they thrive off of your fear, off of your sadness. And I went through a whole depression state a year ago. It was not fun. And I feel like that really made me focus more on life, and to not take life for granted, because you really got to focus on yourself, because you can't change the life you were given. You really can't. You can't change the life you were given. It's absolutely impossible to change the life you were given. The only way you can make it better is by focusing on yourself, bettering yourself. I'm not saying I haven't made mistakes in my life. I've made so many mistakes in my life. So many mistakes I can't even count. But that doesn't excuse the fact that I still need to work on it. That doesn't excuse the fact that I've done all those things. It doesn't pardon for all those things I've done. And I just want you guys to know that and really focus on that and believe that for yourself too, because it's not always about something that you did necessarily to be wrong. You have to focus on yourself and better yourself so you know not to make those same mistakes next time. Yes, there's going to be a next time. There's always going to be a next time. Okay, for some people, there might not be a next time. For some people, they just give up. That's why there's not a next time for them. But you can't give up. That's the thing. You can't give up on yourself. You can't give up on bettering yourself. Because the moment you give up on bettering yourself, all that hard work that you've already put into it goes down the drain. And just like, for what though? Why did you do it in the first place if you knew you were going to give up? That's the thing though. A lot of people don't know they're going to give up until they give up. And that's just the honest truth about it all, is that you can't give up no matter how many times you want to. It's not a simple choice. It's not a simple decision. It is a very, very difficult decision. And that's why most people struggle with their mental health, depression, a whole bunch of everything. My mental health is not the greatest either. I'm going to put that out right now. My mental health is not the greatest either. And that is what I need to focus on as well. So I need to focus on myself. And therefore, with all that being said, this is your sign to focus on yourself too and better yourself. Because the only way you're going to succeed in life is by bettering yourself overall. Because nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody is going to do it for you. You have to better yourself or else you're not going to succeed. That's just the simple, honest truth about it all, is that you need to better yourself. And if you don't better yourself, then what's going to happen in 30, 40 years with your life? You really need to better yourself and figure out what you want to do with your life to have a good future. If you don't want to have a good future, throw it away, do whatever you want. I personally want to have an amazing future for myself. But the only way I could do that is if I better myself first. And the way to better myself is owning up to my mistakes and my actions that I've made in the past and really coming forward with it all to tell people and to tell my story. I don't often tell people what happened in my life. I was domestically abused, but I don't tell people that because, quite frankly, I don't want people to know about that because I don't want the attention of that. So it is kind of hard to see that old person that's still out there living their life after what they did to you. This was a man, by the way. I'm not going to say who. And it took a toll on me because I was always called worthless. I'm never going to succeed in life. I'm a little... It's just so horrible to hear those kind of things because nobody should hear those kind of things. Nobody should hear those kind of things. No one. Nobody should hear those kind of things. And it's so, so horrible that somebody needs to hear those kinds of things because nobody needs to hear those kind of things because that just lowers your self-esteem so much and makes you doubt who you are as a person inside and out. And nobody should have to go through that. And that really takes a toll on a lot of people's mental health. And I just want to say, if you are an abuser out there, you are a lazy, horrible piece of fucking shit. You don't deserve to have anything in life that you have if you constantly talk down about someone, if you hit them, if you throw things at them, if you're verbally and physically and domestically abusive. It is horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. You are a horrible person and you need to get help. There's really no other thing I could say. I grew up in my household being so scared. I used to sleep with, I'm not going to say it, but, kaif. What rhymes with kaif? You know what I'm talking about. Under my pillow. I used to sleep with that under my pillow at night because I was so scared of this man. I didn't know what he was going to do. But that's the thing, though. You need to take care of yourself, even when they try to push you down. The moment you escape that abusive situation is the moment you can start your new journey. The moment you can start your new future. The moment you can have something for yourself. So, I am going to talk about this more, but I'm going to start a Prophet to let people know that it is okay to better yourself. It is okay to take time for yourself, to heal, literally. So I'm going to talk about more of that when I really figure it out more. But yeah, with all that being said, I am not leaving TikTok forever. I will be back. I'm not leaving Instagram or YouTube, but I will be back. I hope you guys enjoyed this little segment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.